tracks left. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mad Skills Motocross World Championship 2019. We started with 12 players from across the world, and now only 3 remain. Zach waits in the grand final, and Master 52 and Zelly will be squaring off to see who gets the chance to battle him for, of course, $10,000. We've had $30,000 on the line over the course of the tournament, and of course you get the bragging rights of being able to lift our wonderful trophy that's just at the back there above your head when it's all said and done. My name is Parla, and I'm your desk host. I'm joined on the desk by Joe and Birdshaw, and this time we've got the Nugget with us.
The Nugget.
How did you get that nickname, Cole?
Well, go back a few years now, because I race BMX as a sport.
I'm just going to help you out there a bit with the mic so it's close to your lips.
Yeah, BMX back in New Zealand, so I think it was a family friend who just randomly yelled out, "Go Nugget." So yeah, just started from there.
Oh, so
randomly.
You need to ask
Yep.
the family member that shouted it what the inspiration was.
Yeah.
Were they feasting on some nuggets, or?
Must have been. Well, in France they call it new gay.
Okay.
So yeah, he did yell out new gay, and then it just.
So you were
went on from
BMXing in France?
Not in France, not in New Zealand.
Okay. Yeah. Not sure what the French connection is there, but either way.
Yeah,
this whole story seems very odd.
We've got Cole on the desk. He finished in 4th place, correct? Fifth place, so a very strong placement for Cole. One of the newcomers to the scene. How long have you been playing for now?
About a year.
About a year, and he's competing with the 11 other best players in the world.
That's amazing.
Congratulations to you. I hope you're happy with that 5th place.
I'm stoked. Yep.
Yeah, good stuff. Joe, Birdshaw, we have our lower bracket final, our losers final, and then our grand final to come. We've got our 3 top players left. What are you guys thinking right now?
Oh, man, I'm kind of nervous for him.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm also just really distracted by his face, so...
Oh, geez, yeah. So, just before we went on our break, the bird got plucked by Lolo, by Lorenzo. It was the forfeit for losing the Battle of the Beards, but it doesn't look bad at all.
Awesome.
No, it looks completely
It's
okay.
good. It's just different.
I was hoping you'd stay with, because when Lolo did the shaving, he kind of left. I don't know if it was like a Krusty the Clown hair, but on your chin.
Yeah, pretty much.
So there was like a spike here and spikes there, and you've kind of shaped it up. You've taken some time, and you're looking good, bro.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about this first lower bracket final, guys. Master 52 versus Master of Aggression, Zelly.
I will say that this track coming up is called Snuggles by Gavin. It's, I think, harder than the last track will be, so I think this is really a test to see who's going to face Zach in the final.
Yeah.
It's tricky. There's some technical aspects to this track. There's some spots that, it's going to take some attempts to get in here. Here's my run. The beginning's pretty tough. Maybe it doesn't look tough, but it's actually quite hard. I already screwed up right there. You'll see there's sections toward the end that I couldn't even hit, but it's going to be really fun to watch these two go at it.
Cole, give us your thoughts about the track as you see it being played by Joe. I'm sure your time would be a lot better than his.
Oh, it looks pretty tough. Definitely difficult. It's going to take a while to find the right line.
Okay.
So many line options. Different line options.
How many?
Those little short tables that we just saw, you go table. They're like, I call them peaky tables. That's a tricky line.
I'm going to adjust your mic again, Cole, so it's like there. Not inside the mouth, but just kind of touching the outside so we can hear you properly. So you do think it looks like a difficult track?
Yeah, so far. Yep, map.
Good stuff. And so, Joe, is that true? Are there many line options on this track? Has Gavin spun some secrets into this?
Yes, there are definitely multiple line options, but to hit the main one with, I call those peaky tables, is pretty tough. I never did it in testing.
What do you think, Birdshaw? How did it look for you?
It looks like an absolutely infuriating track. I would race quit.
You say that about every track.
I feel like you do say that about every track, Bird. And who do you guys think has the advantage going into this lower bracket, this losers final?
I mean, I think this track maybe suits James' style a little bit more. I think he's better at the more technical stuff. But honestly, either one could take it.
Cole, what about you? You've been competing against both of them.
I'm going to say James for this one, just because he's come through the lower bracket confident, and I think he's got this one.
Okay, and Bird?
I'm thinking James as well, but Zelly is a beast. He's got that Sisu aggression,
Oh, aggression.
Yeah, he needs it. He didn't really find it in the winners bracket final when he was up against Zach. He fell slightly short there, and he needs to harness that Finnish power, the Finnish Sisu, and do it for his country. What are going to be the keys to victory on this track? Is it going in hard and fast, or is it getting a time down? What are the options?
I think this one, maybe you do a couple runs all the way through, try to pick out a couple different lines, see what's going on. Maybe check out the track preview, because this one's got a ton of options. Maybe zooming in on that track preview, figuring it out, and then going in and hammering down the times. But I think once they find the line, they're going to be spending a lot of time trying to hit it, because it's a hard one to hit.
Cole, what's your approach to a tournament like this, where you get to a track, you only have 45 minutes, and you've never seen it before?
I guess it's just looking over the track preview, see if you can spot any lines, getting stuck into it, stick to a line, maybe try another option, just see which one comes out faster. So.
Okay, and now let's take a look on screen at exactly what the guys are playing for. We had 12 players from 1st to 12th. You can get a share of $30,000, ladies and gentlemen. First place takes away $10,000, a very handsome sum. And this is the bracket that we've played through today. And you can see us right now in round 5, the lower bracket finals, Zelly versus Master 52. And ZSE, also known as Zach, waiting in that grand final. Zach has had a monstrous tournament. He's had some great performances and really been consistent with that high level of play.
Very consistent. Probably the most consistent. In this year, better than last year. Last year, he got kicked down to the loser bracket. This year, he's like, not this time. I'm staying up top.
Not mucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cole, for you coming to your first tournament like this, was it tough for you to sort of get in the zone? Because it's very different to playing at home, right?
And yeah, been a long way. It's a bit of a struggle, but we got here and came here with expectations to get top 8 and got 5th, 6th. So I'm pretty happy with that. Stoked.
Yeah. And how come you were so confident coming in, like expecting it? Well, trying to get a top 8.
I guess just watching all the other boys, and obviously they all have experience. Them giving me tips is also really helpful. So that's what it is.
All right.
I think your recent results in Jam also speak volumes to your quality as a player.
Birdshaw with a rare compliment there to a man of this. Nice. We're jumping in, everybody. What was the name of the map again, Joe?
This track is called Snuggles.
Snuggles. Okay, and it's a Gavin creation, you said.
Yes, it is.
It's a cheeky Gavin.
That's MX Freak.
Anyone played Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah.
Gavin! Gavin! In St. Denis, the poor guy lost his friend called Gavin. But luckily we have our friend called Gavin. He's made a very technical, very difficult map for this penultimate map track of the tournament. It doesn't look like a map I'd like to play, put it that way.
See who can figure out these lines.
Yeah.
So many different line options.
I don't know. I mean, knowing Gavin, there's probably like 42 lines.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's given us some of the best viewing experience when the tracks have so many options and the different riders are weaving things together and being quite creative and trying new things early, mid and late through the 45-minute timer.
Yeah, we may be able to see a huge spread in times until very late in this round. Even the start is just infuriating.
See, I called it right there. I said they're going to do a couple runs, check out the track preview. That's exactly what he's doing. Master's trying to figure out the start. It's not what you want to do, but he'll figure that out. Man, I'm surprised Zelly's taking so much time looking at the line here.
Well, it may be time
Not
well
much to
spent.
take in.
Trying to play it backwards and figure it out. Aim's piecing something together.
Go for it.
And what time should we be expecting here, Joe?
Somewhere around 45, 46.
45, okay. Did you make the tracks at the end of the tournament a bit shorter because you know that our competitors are going to be a bit, you know, worse for wear, a bit more tired, having had to compete over the course of the weekend?
Yeah, maybe that. And I really just wanted some close battles because it's more fun, I think, to watch. It's more fun to compete that way. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe you guys like when you have a giant lead. But, yeah, I figured shorter might be closer battles here in the 1v1 stage.
All right. Cole, anything that you've picked up on from what you've seen from the riders so far on this track?
Oh, not yet. Zelly's just getting into it now. He's been probably spent a couple minutes looking at the preview. So much to take in.
On average, how has it been getting used to the tracks when you see them for the first time? Are we talking maybe 5-10 minutes of sort
To
of
start off with, it was probably 10 to 15.
10 to 15.
Obviously, new experience. And,
Yeah.
But today I found it quite good. Got stuck in early, so it wasn't too bad. I really enjoyed that first track we did today.
Okay.
And
That was a longer 2-lapper, right, Joe? First track of the day?
No. Yesterday was all the 2-lappers. Today's first track was Big City Bone Fixer, but yeah, it was a longer track.
It was a longer track, yeah. There we go.
the 1-lapper. I missed a couple lines, but the track was fun.
Cole, can I hazard a guess and that I would imagine you are probably hoping that Master wins the entire tournament since he was the guy that knocked you out?
Yeah, in a way. But yeah, I wouldn't count Zelly out.
No way.
He'll definitely want revenge.
Yeah, we've got 2 times on the board now. Zelly just up front slightly, but these are early times. It was, Joe, you said 45?
Yeah,
again?
I think a 45.
Yeah.
James looks
kind
like
of a sweet spot that you found on a lot of the tracks, right?
Yeah, a lot of them end up around that time. But James is struggling a little bit on that start. You really got to get a little bit of a bounce. The first jump, pop up. I kind of did we call it the volcano? I forget. I think in testing we were calling that the volcano. You kind of land in that little notch, and then you pop over, and he's not quite hitting it. He's doing a different line.
Zelly has to figure it out. He has done the correct starting line.
This one's all about maintaining speed. If you hit anything wrong, go long, come up short, it's game over.
That's the line off the start. But I'm sure James will get there.
They're still close. He's only ahead by, what, 3/10?
Yeah.
Time left.
And comparing those to your estimates, Joe, a lot is going to change over the next 40 minutes.
If I have a massive 58 seconds. Or a rage quit.
Snuggles.
The track creator is in chat. Real_MX_freak. So we'll see as he chimes in based on what these guys are doing.
I think James could have made it this time if he hadn't slowed down. Looked like he hit the notch just right. Zelly with a slight improvement.
I'm going to load the track up myself, see exactly what it's like to play. Is it the type of track that you think you'd be good on, Cole?
I guess I'd have to try it out to see. Looks pretty difficult though.
Feel free, sir. Take my phone.
Right.
Enjoy. Tell us what you think. You can have a playing experience and it'll add to your depth of analysis, I'm sure.
If I can beat these guys' times.
Yeah.
Yep, Zella's almost there. He's hit it before, it looks like.
Yeah, he's hit it a couple of times.
It's tough, though. I mean, I've played this track a lot, and I finally got it down where I could get it, maybe 25% of the time, but it's a tricky start. Better to have a tricky start than a tricky ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We saw that a couple of tracks ago where, I can't remember exactly which one it was, but there was a very tough section at the end where everyone was casing to an extent, but I think it was Bragstad that was able to get through things very smoothly, and it benefited him massively. He had a crazy time. And so, yeah, I do agree that I feel like having a trickier start is better than having a trickier end.
Sure. Looks like Zelly, I was about to say he's on a real good run, but clipped a little bit there.
How's it feeling, Cole?
Haven't finished it yet.
Okay.
That's quite difficult.
It's actually that whoop, that whoop section there. There's a whoop bounce. If you bounce out of the whoops and over the next jump, it's faster. I'm sure these guys will figure that out.
Zelly regaining control there and improving on his time. That's going to be in the 50s.
Still a lot of time to be made up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got 6-7 seconds that could be made up. Gavin, what do you think is time these guys could put down on this track? Or what was your best time, if you know?
On here, he has a 46.6.
James is still sort of piecing things together, deciding which lines he wants to take, how he starts off from the blocks. That methodical approach we've seen him employ over the whole weekend steadily increases his time. We have seen also where he can get a bit stuck and not improve his time, but I feel like in general, and having spoken to him, yeah, he takes his time to build things up and doesn't rush anything.
Zelly now just from the 49s. I mean, he's really, seems like he's getting the hang of it.
Yeah, it's like he's improving everyone. Of course, provided he can pass that gnarly start.
Any updates for us, Cole?
Got a 53.
Okay, with your first first
Not bad.
attempt.
Yeah,
Not
first
bad.
finish.
Not bad at all.
You just wanted him to set a time on your
No,
user
no,
your
no.
account.
Definitely not.
That's all. Now you're gonna go
Definitely
tell your
not.
friends.
Not
Look at
telling
my
anyone.
53.
Yeah.
I got a 53. Oh, so you're an auto player as well?
Yes, I am actually.
Okay, so out of our top 5, 2 auto players, 2 regulars, right? Because it's would be yourself and Zelly, and then
Yeah.
Master, Zach, and sorry, who's fourth then?
Bragstad.
Bragstad. Yeah, he's also a regular user, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Pretty sure.
interesting that two auto players made it into the top 5, one of them into the top 3.
Although Zach is known to switch
Yeah.
whenever
Okay.
all fits better.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's true skill right there. Switching
Plus, I can get
controls.
the bounce out.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that
having like
whoop run,
the muscle memory
Whoop.
to do both.
So the line that Zelly is taking at start is the correct line.
Yeah.
Yep, up to there, all the
Yep.
way over to the next section.
James doesn't figure that one out. He's
doomed.
He's doomed. He's not even in trouble. He's gone.
I think right now he's worried more about figuring out the whole track, and I think once he figures out the back half, he'll start perfecting front.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he has such a major oversight.
We almost hit that peaky. The guys in the chat are calling that the volcano tops. There's like 2 tables that are short, kind of cupped in a row. You got to hit them. They're super hard. We call them volcano tops.
Seat bounce out.
What's that?
Seat bounce out of it.
Yeah. Go bouncing out of one, hit
Yep.
the next one. Moto's asking, is this the final race? This is the
lower
final
bracket
race for the
final.
loser brackets. Winner of this goes up to play Zach for the final. So this is technically the 3rd place match. Loser of this is 3rd place.
Well, even at the very start of this track, it's hard to get that back wheel high enough up so that you don't just kind of clip the little
It's
bit
very,
that
very
sticks out of the
hard.
hill.
I'm really surprised that James is struggling so much at that start. Didn't expect that.
No. I'm surprised as well. It's also interesting to see the different styles in how they hold the phone. We have Zelly getting all cross-eyed. And James just chilling a bit.
Yeah, when we see Zelly at the after party, his eyes going to be looking in different directions.
Well, I'm pretty sure mine will, but at the end of the night.
Cole, so you said you used to ride BMX, like is in...
I still do.
Okay.
I had recent surgery on my knee, so I'm still recovering from that.
What happened? Did you have a bad crash or?
No, it was through another sport, squash. So
squash.
Yeah, it's a winter sport.
Oof. So what did you have a bad turn, like twist?
Yeah.
What was it, like ACL or something? Or?
It wasn't ACL, it was a tear in the meniscus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's quite common.
Those can be annoying, but some usually, like, especially if you've had surgery for it, hopefully they've cleared out the gunk, the little bits that have chipped off or whatever.
Yep.
How's it feeling afterwards?
It's feeling good. Yeah, just physiotherapy good. Now. So
nice.
Strengthening.
I'm pretty certain I have very small like meniscus damage in my right knee. So I've had like stuff with it for years, and yeah, I think you'll be good. You'll be back on track.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
When did you get surgery? Did you say?
Be 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months.
Yep.
Cool. Well, you're walking well.
Yeah. It's been a good recovery so far.
So Cole, given that you race BMX in real life, do you play the BMX game as well?
I recently downloaded it actually.
Okay.
But I'm not such a fan of it as this game here.
Well, it's very different.
Yeah.
It looks similar, but it's very, very different.
Yep. I did enjoy it to start off with.
Yeah, it is a very good game in its own right.
I'm surprised that James is struggling here at the beginning. I'm going to talk you through here when he restarts. But there's something he's doing, and I would think he would know is wrong. So he hits this, slows down, comes over here, which is fine. Maybe he thinks this is okay. But right here, he jumps here, and the landing, he keeps just like smacking in, and I mean, it's not smooth, and I think he probably should know that most of the time when we make these tracks, it's usually smoother than that. So I feel like he should catch on to like, look, I'm landing kind of weird. I'm smacking the face of this jump. Something's not right. Try something else.
So how much do you think he's losing on the start?
He's losing quite a bit.
2 seconds, 3 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, it's putting him on the totally wrong line, too.
It is very, very awkward, that start, having just tried it myself.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, I think I did it successfully once.
You did it successfully?
As in, bro, come on, that's me just trying stuff, and it kind of worked. And then I can't reproduce that, do you know what I mean? It just kind of, I got my back tire up, nice, made it.
Zelly on a burner here.
Yeah.
3 seconds almost.
Wow.
Very, very far ahead of his ghost. 47.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, James has to start experimenting with different lines if he wants to figure this out.
Yeah.
30 minutes left on the clock, so a lot of time to play with, but the thought process maybe not the right one right now from James, from the master. But Zelly in his own right is a veteran, right? He's a long-standing player.
Yeah, he is. He had a couple of years of hiatus from the game, but he came back in style. Actually, I think he came back once the cash games were implemented.
Gavin, the track creator of this, is saying I should have named this track Black Hole for the amount of hours it sucked out of my life building and testing.
Give us an estimate, Gavin, of how long you spent on it, including building, testing, from start to finish. I'd be interested to hear.
I think.
I mean, I don't...
James is trying it now. He's trying to switch up his start.
It's a good thing that he can't look over, check out Zelly's phone, because like he did last round, you'd look over and just see the start and be like, oh, crap. Maybe that's why he holds it right up into his face. He's like, I don't want James peeking.
I think in any minute now we can see James standing up to have a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Time's going by fast here. I don't know if James is going to get in a solid run here.
The start is really hard.
It's very tough, right?
So what needs to happen?
Zelly's got it pretty down pat.
Yeah. He's simply not seeing it. He's going to have to stumble into it.
Can't actually nose it and then get the extra speed.
Nice.
I feel like yelling. I won't, but I feel like it.
Yeah, but hitting those peaky tables, those volcano tops, cleanly, bouncing from one to the next is brutal. I'd be surprised if either of them got it.
Cole seems to be getting the start down quite regularly, but it is very difficult, super technical.
Very difficult.
To be fair, Cole knows how, to go for it. James simply has no idea.
I've been told what line to take, so it's easy.
Yeah. It's a massive advantage.
It's different if I didn't get told.
That's what Lorenzo was saying on the desk as well. He's like, it's so easy to spot everything from here and like have the hindsight, right? Whereas when you're in game, it's much harder. The vision's more clouded.
It's funny watching. Oh, he's going for the peakies.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting to the same line. It's just his start's different.
Yeah.
So if he can get the bad start and then get the volcano tops, and Zelly gets the good start and not the volcano tops, it'll be interesting to see how they match up.
I doubt it'll be enough, but I don't know. He's looking a little bit frustrated now.
Yeah, taking a moment to sort of collect himself. He's taking an approach there where he sort of bounces off the hill to get into the dip following it, but it's just not optimal.
It's definitely.
But he must know
rate.
what to do, but he's just not feeling comfortable trying it.
No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like he's even close to attempting it.
I guess Kudla helped us test this, and when he was testing this track, he only was able to hit volcano tops once in an hour and a half of play.
Oh wow.
And if you know, guys, Kudla is definitely top 20 player in the world. So, for these guys to hit, it's going to be tricky.
Yeah. And I guess Kudla again knew that line was possible.
And by the way, guys, look at Robin. He knows that this start is crucial. Look, he's just constantly restarting unless he knows he's landing as needed.
Yeah. He needs to.
Look at that.
Hit it
This
perfectly.
is like 10 restarts in a row or something. There we go. Nice. Really, really nice.
We call this sort of track a restart simulator.
Yeah.
Pretty much straightforward after the start.
It is. You just got to
one
keep your
line.
momentum.
Yep.
And then right here, going up into the peaks, you got to just have a lot of speed and really bounce it. And he knows that he's trying for it. I think he knows. It seems like it. Then you got to get the whoop bounce if you want the fast line, which I haven't seen either of them make that yet.
Zelly's run is already looking pretty good.
Yeah, nice by Zelly there. Oh, he didn't like it. Fair enough. Looked quite clean to me. Well, I guess our what is it? He has much higher standards than me.
If James loses this and takes third place, that sets up the final to possibly be the exact same top 3 as last year.
Yeah.
Same order and everything.
James has picked off a second and a third, so I know he'll be wanting to win this year.
Yeah.
Would make a nice addition to his trophy cabinet. 1, 2, 3.
But he's going to try something new.
And of course, if Zach wins this year, he's going to be our first ever double champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-time.
Not enough speed there.
I have Justin texting me on the front line, just texting me that he can't believe that James hasn't figured it out. It would be
I can't believe it
smooth
either.
sailing.
I mean, it's...
I think he knows it, but he's just not comfortable doing it.
I don't think
I
so.
feel like he's tried it a couple of times, it just wasn't working out.
I don't know. We'll have to talk to him at the end of this.
Yeah.
If he knew it were possible,
You think he'd just go at it?
he would go for
I
it.
think, I think he'd be doing it every time,
Yeah.
just like Zelly.
Because it makes everything he does totally invalid.
Yeah. Spectating Zelly right now at the start of the track, not really the most entertaining thing when it's just restart, but he has to get it perfect, right?
Yeah.
And then when he does, that's when the fire comes and he's in a very good spot. He's gone from restart happy to throttle happy.
Should be fine to keep his speed right here. Then you got to pop into this. Oof. I mean, he knows it's there. He's trying it.
Yeah. The rest of his run, he's not getting those 2 little volcanoes, but the rest of his run is excellent.
Those are long whoops to get a bounce out.
Cole has improved to 52.334.
I got the start right.
Yeah.
Just couldn't keep the rhythm.
Only 21 minutes to go. I'm sitting here, I'm getting a little sweaty, a little nervous for James.
Looks like he's feeling it too.
He's really
a little
feeling
frustrated,
it.
I think.
Very animated. Zelly's getting that start closer and closer to like a high level of consistency. Got to get so much height from that first little bump. It's like you have to have like the sort of perfectly balanced perfectly angled and balanced wheelie, right?
Yeah. And a little bit of a seat bounce
And
as
the
well.
cheeky seat
See
bounce.
if James
of
can get
course.
the peaky volcanoes. No.
James, come on.
LA's looking pretty good. Here we go. Into the tabletop section. Oh.
Nice scrub by James, but yeah, any cases on the top of the volcano tops, you're calling them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rest of Master 52's run, it's so composed and it's nice and flowy, but it just doesn't matter.
I can almost get it.
For those of you that are just tuning in, if you haven't been watching up until now, James and Zelly cannot see each other's times. They're playing against their own time only. They've never seen this track before. They don't know the lines. They're trying to figure it out. So that's why we keep talking about James, why he hasn't really figured it out yet. He's got no help other than himself, so it's tricky.
Let's start.
Nice start from
Definitely
Zelly
tricky.
there.
Very tough start. And then to land with that back wheel and keep that momentum and the balance so that you make it over to the other side, it's really, really tough.
Takes skill.
Everybody watching at home, you're going to be able to try these tracks soon. Don't forget, after each World Championship, they're released as a map pack, track pack, a pack of tracks. Joe, high five.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should have had
Swear jar.
a map counter in the Twitch chat.
Who knows? Maybe someone out there has counted.
Yeah, I think the official number is 6,800.
6,800.
Yeah.
There we go. The official ruling there by adjudicator Bird Boy.
Bird boy. I guess this is turning into like a world championship tradition where the second to last track is always one of the most brutal.
Yeah.
Fever was that one 2 years ago.
Yeah, where it was kind of the same story where at least one of the players simply didn't get the line. Of course, in Fever, there was no line.
Yeah. That track was tough.
Well, I know there was, but it was brutal. Can't guess what I did when I played it. I rage quit.
Gavin is saying the jump right before the volcano tops, you kind of got to just watch your speed a little so you can land as high as you can on the landing to give you speed going into it. And that's the key, he's saying. So we'll see here if any of these guys figure that out.
Did Gavin have a response, by the way, for how many hours, if he could estimate, he put into it?
He said that he had been working on it over a few months and he didn't know, but it was a lot.
Over a few months?
Yeah.
Jeez. Props to you, Gavin.
There we go.
Ooh, whoop bounce.
He's got it.
Now he's in new territory, so let's see how he finishes this round out.
It's going to be a great time.
1 or 2 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
45 maybe.
Potentially, right? Because he's so close. Yep, 45. Is that
6 something?
686.
Wow, that's a good time. That's a very, very good time. It's a time that's so good that even if James, by some sort of magic, figures out the line, he's got his work cut out for him. Zelly just has to start down now.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna hit this volcano. Yep. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so close. It's really tough to come out of that second one. He's feeling it. 16 minutes, he's feeling it. He might get one in here.
Come on, James, just try it, man.
A lot of people in chat are a little disappointed. James is struggling here.
Yeah, so am I.
Zelly looking good.
I will be changing his in-game name to Disaster 52 after this, if he loses.
A threat that has been running for quite some years now. Would it finally be executed upon?
Yeah, he knows. He knows now he's got to land high, give it full throttle. So James is figuring it out. He might not have the start, and now I think he's just going for a little recon. He knows that run was bad. Maybe he was just trying to figure out where to go.
James looking to just do a smoother version of his current line, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he wants. He really wants to get these tops here. He knows he's got it. Okay, he's taking the conservative line out of that into the whoops.
Yeah, it's costing him a lot of speed.
So conservative at the start. It's frustrating to watch. Very frustrating.
I know. It's like you want to go over and tap him on the shoulder like, hey, bud.
I want to yell at him.
He would need to be like, what is it, 80 meters ahead of his ghost to get close to Zelly with 4 seconds, right?
Yeah, but if he could just figure out that start, that would be entirely possible for him. Because the rest of his run is on par with Zelly's. He's not going to get it. I'm calling it. He's not going to get it.
Someone's asking where you're from, Birdshaw. Why don't you fill him in?
I'm from Denmark.
Denmark. Gammeldansk.
Yeah, gammeldansk. It's gammeldansk.
Gammeldansk. Come on, James. Oh, he's stuck now. Feels like.
Yeah, he's
It
kind
does
of in a
feel
rut.
like he's sort of mind made up on how he wants to approach the track.
50.6.
50.6.
haven't seen these guys talk to each other yet either, so I don't think either of them have any idea what the other one's up to.
Yeah.
No.
They're both completely zoned in.
I don't
Like,
blame them.
James is trying new lines. I think it's too late for that.
Well, he's got the rest of it down.
Cole was just showing me his run he just worked on. The cases right at the end on the last bump.
Go, nope, landing too low.
Mrs. Psycho is asking if my wife knows that my beard is off. No, she does not.
How will she feel about that?
I should think she'll be stoked. Well, we'll know tonight at the after party then.
Yeah. Are we going to see James in the last 10 minutes figure things out and change his approach? Zelly right now
he's
is
close.
so far ahead. It's all, well, can't say all, but it's massively to do with that start.
Pretty much all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's sort of like butterfly effect, right, for the rest of the run.
Yeah.
I mean, there's three key things in this run that if you get all three of them, you're going to have a burner. It's the start, the peaky volcanoes, and the whoop bounce. Those are like the three keys here. And I wonder if Gavin, looking back, maybe we should have had 2 keys instead of 3.
Yeah.
Key?
I'm just saying those 3 areas, those 3 tricky spots.
okay, I
maybe
see.
if we would have pulled one of them out,
Oh, I see. Key area.
or make the start a little easier.
I thought you were using like developer lingo, design lingo.
Well, it's the
Did
same.
you-
It's the same for both of them, so you can't really complain.
Yeah, let's take a moment to focus on James's reaction just there to crashing out. He looked very, very visibly frustrated, and then he even was muttering to himself a bit as he got back into the track.
Yeah, I think his main concern are the peaky volcanoes. The start instead.
Here's a much, much slower start. A lot more vertical.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to go left to right. Up and down, they'll give you nothing.
Here we go. He's landing high. He's got speed. He's going to hit this first one pretty good, I think. Yeah. Now, can he bounce out?
yeah,
No. So he's going for the scrub, which he needs to go for the bounce out, which will put him in faster for the whoops.
I think he had the speed there.
He did, I think, but he's being conservative. I don't think he thinks it's possible.
Come on, James.
If James had access to see Zelly's time, then he would
He would realise
definitely-
there's something missing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
He would definitely have figured it out. But they don't have access to each other's time, so
I wonder what a world
So-
championship where they can see the other person would be like.
That's cool. Something to think about in the office, right, for next year.
Yeah, might be kind of fun.
perhaps in some of the rounds.
You can get a bounce out right here. Ooh, close.
That would make it more of a jam session.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's looking good.
Oh.
Oh, he's going to case it.
Nine minutes.
Indeed. Going into the closing moments of our lower bracket final.
Paula, some of the guys in chat want to know what your in-game name is for Masco's Motocross.
Parla GS. So my name and my initials, Parla GS. Technically
Oh.
Palags. But Parla
James,
GS.
James made the volcano spikes. Now the whoop bounce? No.
But he's still got a good run. Tripled out.
And keep in mind, guys, if you do find my account, if you see any times that were set, like today or something, it was a pro and not me, all right? None of the fast
He's
times
cutting more than 2
are mine.
seconds, but
None of the fast times are mine.
doesn't know that it's not enough.
But I did beat Birdshaw last night in a 1v1 on Just Peachy.
Yeah. I'll let you have that one.
Well, you didn't let me. I kind of took it in a competition, right?
I'm saying.
So let's not play with words
I'm
now.
saying I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have your win. I'm not saying I let you.
Is he trying it?
He's trying it. He,
I thought it looked like he was trying it.
Yeah.
And the rest of his run is super. It's just not enough. It's still 2 seconds off. I think he's sitting there feeling pretty confident right now.
And look at Zelly, guys. Oh man, bounce out at the end. Oh, Case though onto that. It's like James is like half doing it, but like not realizing.
Yeah, it's weird.
Do you know what I mean? That's potentially why maybe I thought earlier that he did have an idea of it, but I don't know.
Dutchman is saying that he thinks James is going to kick himself after this.
Oh yeah, he's going to be very, very frustrated.
I think I'm going to kick him after this.
He has closed the gap to within 2 seconds. Well, just outside of 2 seconds now. But I feel like that 2 seconds could literally be made from the start and the consequent areas after on the track.
Yeah,
I think it's more than 2 seconds. I think his run after the start is better than Zelly's.
He's so. I don't understand. Like, it's confusing me the way.
Yeah.
Especially a guy like James, he should know what's possible and what's not. And it's clearly possible. It's clearly hard, but possible.
I mean, he knows that a lot of times.
Look! He gets to the.
Yeah.
He
He knows that we like to start tracks with seat bounces like that.
Yeah.
We do it all the time. So I don't know why he's having trouble with it.
Maybe the nerves kind of got to him.
Maybe. 6 minutes left. Everybody, 6 minutes. Cole, any progress on your run?
I'm on a run at the moment.
I shall not distract you.
Let's see if he keeps it. Yep.
And there we go.
Oh, he missed that second Volcano boy.
He could actually still have improved his time there. But he's going for perfection.
Almost to 5 minutes. Yes, Taco Bandit. Birdshaw has shaved his face.
Taco, I'm gonna yell at you on Facebook later again.
Yeah, we don't mean to sound like broken records, ladies and gentlemen, but that does feel like the story of this track is that one of the guys figured out sort of the key to the start of the track and the other guy didn't.
Yeah.
Well, one of the guys took his time and used his track preview.
Oh, is that how Zelly sort of...
Yeah, I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know. The other just sort of gung-hoed it.
Which is unlike Master.
Yeah.
It is actually unlike him.
He's so composed.
Cole, anything to add to that?
I think he'll be a little bit disappointed.
I think that's
I think that's an understatement.
Definitely
Right?
looks
the understatement of
impossible.
the year.
Yeah.
I don't think myself I would have picked it up.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nah.
If you weren't on the desk?
Correct. Yeah.
Ah, that's interesting. Fair play to you for saying so. Why is that? It's just because of the heat
It
at the
just
moment?
doesn't look
like-
impossible.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just such a small gap. Has to be perfect timing.
And if James can get the whoop bounce here, no, he's not even going for it.
Got to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sounding pretty harsh towards James, but it is a pretty convoluted line there. So I don't blame him for missing it. I'm just surprised.
No, indeed. I think Cole brought some balance to what we were saying, but I mean that's part of being on an analyst desk, right? You're looking for what's going on, positive, negative, and it's just a shame in that sense that he's missed it out. It's made this this penultimate map of the tournament less than competitive than it could have been. You know, Zelly's just smashed it, kept improving. James has missed out on a key detail. He still technically has time to figure it out, but
Go.
feels like it's
Here.
past.
And
Oh my God,
It's going to be an
Zelly
improvement.
on a beastly run here. Yeah, that
Whoa.
is just
If
needs
he
to
gets
crush
the bounce
these wheels.
out.
Come on, bounce it, bounce it.
And one more.
Yeah. Oh, so close.
Nice. Oh, is that not good? That looked good to me, guys.
Oh, it was good, but
I see.
the seat bounce is better.
Okay, I get it.
The whoop bounce, sorry.
James there
James.
puts his phone down. He's looking out. He's just dejected. He's speaking to Zelly now with 2 minutes left on the clock. Wish we could get a listen in. Unfortunately, the guys aren't mic'd up. But I wonder what that conversation was about. Zelly didn't seem too interested. He kind of just kept his eye on his phone.
He's focused.
This is esports, guys. This is esports.
Zelly was I had a little chat with him in the break before this round, and he was trying to pressure me a little bit for some info, but I was not giving him anything.
You were tight-lipped.
Yeah.
Good. A few more chances. Oh,
Just a few more chances, indeed. But it would need to be a real moment of inspiration at this point, and then also to crush it first time round when technically he's been going round a different line the rest of the time. So that would be so challenging. That'd be absolutely unbelievable to see. See,
Yeah, like he's like, oh, hey, wait.
oh no way! You've got to be kidding me!
No.
You've got to be kidding me!
No.
No way! With one, no!
Wow. 1 minute left. He figures it out.
Oh, that's unbelievable!
He knows it too.
Absolutely
That
kicking
is
himself right now.
He knows it.
unbelievable.
He knows it.
Ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute left, Master 52 has cracked the code. He's figured it out, but it seems like it's too late. He's literally...
Oh, come on.
Oh my
make it,
God.
make it.
come on.
Better not waste your time on that run.
40 seconds.
I'm feeling the tension now, for real.
Yeah.
That is insane. We were talking about it, and then boom, 1 minute left, it happens. I apologise if I blew up the mic to everyone at home, but yeah, that was just... It was like we were all standing up, getting our chairs moved, and like suddenly it was happening. I'm like, oh, what's happening? It's the thing.
Remember, he can finish his
you
run
go, here you
here,
go.
so all he's got to do is get that start within these next 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Don't
no
waste your
way.
time.
There's no
James.
way.
Don't waste your time.
There's no way.
Come on. Do it. Get there. No.
Start. Here we go.
One more,
Last attempt.
No,
It's done.
Oh, he squeaked out.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
no.
I didn't know.
No, he's
Mike
case.
Case a little.
No. It's over.
The last minute.
Wow.
Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody at home, the scenes there at the end of this penultimate track
We're
of
done,
the tournament. It's hard to explain what's just happened. Let's try to summarise. Zelly cracked the code early on. He realised that seat bounce at the start was absolutely critical to having a strong run, and Master spent 44 minutes without knowing, or at least not trying it. And then, yeah, he went for it at the end, and it happened, but it was just a little too late. I think James is just trying it out now to figure out what exactly went, or what could have been possible. And see, there's the big difference, everybody. It puts Zelly into that first, I guess it's sort of a volcano, and then, yeah, just from there, he glides, he flies.
Yeah, we'll never see James again in that run.
Cole has just sort of disappeared, so maybe we're going to speak to Master or something, I'm not
switching
sure.
out with, I think, Zelly.
Okay.
Supposed to be, at least. Let me see if I can get his attention.
Yeah, I have no word about it.
Zelly, come here.
There we go. Crosses the finish line.
Quite a run.
The young man that's just secured at least a top 2 placement here at the Mad Skills Motocross World Championship 2019. Zelly is with us now. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks for that.
That was like a crazy, crazy track because, I mean, you might not have seen it unless you looked over your shoulder and saw what James was doing, but you figured out very early on that literal first bit of the track where you do the seat bounce to kind of get up and lands you in a different position was very important. James literally didn't do it until the final minute, and that was the big game changer. How does it feel hearing that, and just what was the experience like for you on that track?
Well,
I guess I got kind of have a idea that he didn't get it because he was struggling there, but it's just so unfortunate. I kind of knew that I had it, and I felt a little bad. Yeah.
No, don't feel bad. It's competition, man, at the end of the day. So at the end there, where probably 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left, and he put down his phone, he started talking to you, and you were barely looking away. You were just like, nah, just do it. What was going on? What happened there?
So he tried to ask what my time is. So I don't know if I said that, it would have gave it away.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
We were talking about that if he knew your time, he knew that something was wrong.
Yeah.
So he would have figured it out. So I think you were smart being.
Yeah. I was like, no, this is not the point. It's still like 5 minutes to go, so I have to keep it a secret.
Joe, anything you'd like to ask?
I don't know. I mean, that was just it's crazy watching it. But you said you feel bad, so did part of you kind of want to be like, look, this is the start. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, because my worst fear is coming out here playing, and the other guy knowing the line, and me, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's just the worst feeling ever. So I kind of felt. But to be honest, I'm really glad to be on the final again. So.
Well, you deserved it.
Yeah, and talking about that, like, you just must be very happy, but at the same time, you have to stay calm and composed because you're about to compete in that in about 20 minutes. And so, what are your thoughts going into the grand final?
I just got to regroup from that one. I'm a little bit shaky still, but I gotta breathe a little bit and then just give it to my all best, you know.
Give it your all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Zelly, we don't want to take too much of your time because you should try to get a bit of rest and regroup yourself. Congratulations, everybody. Zelly has secured a top 2 placement here at the Mad Skills Motocross World Championship 2019, and right now upstairs, Zach, his opponent, is waiting in the wings. Who will win it all? Let's find out in about 10 minutes.